are making the mistake of indentation still. Indentation is wrong. Indentation is wrong. So every time you make it properly, the indentation should be proper. You have to write all the statements in the same level. How to write it, Dia? In the same level. You should not leave any space in between the first statement and second statement. Not even a single pixel space. That means the program is wrong. The program will give you error message. So indentation is very, 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 very important. Okay, is that clear? Hello, is that clear? So next time don't make that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, indentation should be proper. The same level we have to write. The level is changing only when certain other things you write in the program. So we are moving to the next chapter. So in between I will tell you the basics as well. But we are moving to the next chapter, that is flow of control. What is it? Flow of control. So write down the heading in the notebook. Flow of control. Now, listen. The question is, write a program to add two numbers and find the sum. So, how many statements you have in your Python coding? How many statements you need to write? How many statements? 10 statements you need?
4.
4. Enter the first number, enter the second number, sum that one, then print. Yes. So we need only 4 statements. So how the program is executing? How the control of execution of the program? What do you think? How the statements are executing? Is it from the first statement to last statement, or is it from the last statement to first statement, or first statement is executed, then third statement is executed, then first statement is executed? How this control is going?
From first to last.
First, that means first statement will be executed, then the control of the execution will go to next statement. That statement will also execute, then the control will go to the third statement, then the fourth statement, isn't it? So that is the control of law of execution in a normal program. So that kind of execution is called as sequence statement. What does it mean? Sequence. That means there is a sequence. Sequence is one by one, then the next statement, There is no break in between. After the execution first statement, next statement will be executed, then the next statement. That kind of statements are called as in sequential way. Then these statements are coming under sequence statement. Okay, so that means your sum of two numbers, that is an example of sequence statement. It's a sequence program. There is no break in between. We are not checking for any conditions. Directly we are adding two numbers and that is displayable. Okay, that's clear, Anthony?
Yes, ma'am.
Then tell me what is sequence statement.
Is
Hello?
ma'am.
Come on. Yes. user must to think sequence statement. Or you are not attending the class properly. Huh? Basic. Sequence. Basil. Basil.
Yes, ma'am.
What is sequence statement? Thinking. I'm not asking about a robotic program. I'm not asking about a complicated program. I'm just asking what is sequence statement? What is it? Thinking. Ashwin,
I don't know.
again thinking. Tell me, Ashwin.
Ma'am, I don't know.
Wonderful. Arya.
First to last statement.
So the execution, very good. The execution of the program is one by one. After the execution of a statement, next statement will be executed, then the next statement, like that. If you are making some dish or any juice, so the ingredients we have to add one by one. You have to put it in the mixie and you have to turn it on. Then it will be a juice. So you can't start from the last. Juice is ready, then take ingredients, then put it in the mixie. That is wrong. So there is a sequence of the execution for different statements. So our aim was add two numbers, sum of two numbers. So it should start from step 1, then step 2, enter the first number as step 1, then the second number step 2, add the two, display two. So if the execution is in that way, from the top to end, to top to bottom, then that kind of statements are called sequence statements. Now is that clear, Anthony?
Yes, ma'am.
Anthony? Is that clear, Anthony?
Yes.
And now tell me what is sequence statement.
The numbers should be start from the beginning.
Numbers.
Start from the beginning.
Ashwin.
Ma'am, in ordered pair. Starting.
Oh, pair. Am I hearing some math topic now? Order.
In order.
In order. Oh, okay. The execution of the program is in order. Yes, correct. One by one. Okay. So that kind of statements are called sequence statements. Next type of statements are called as conditional statements. What is it? Conditional statements. It's very simple. If you study well, maybe if you study well, fill in the blank. If you study well,
I don't understand, ma'am.
You will pass.
you will pass. Otherwise,
You will fail.
okay. In this statement, you can see set of statements. We can see in this set of statements, will all the statements execute at a time? Evelyn, how can a student pass and also fail? Not possible, right? Either pass or fail. Isn't it? So what is happening to the control of cloud execution in these statements? Hello? Evelyn, what is happening in this program? I mean, in these statements. What is the speciality? Is it sequence statement? Sequential statement? Is it a sequential statement?
Only one state.
It is not a sequence statement.
Only
It is
and
it is
Conditional.
conditional statement. What is the speciality of that? If the condition is satisfied, then a set of statements will get executed. Otherwise, the control will go to the other part, isn't it? Either one statement will get executed or the other. Both the statements cannot be executed simultaneously. So that is the specialty of conditional statements. Okay. Programmers check whether the user is an eligible voter or not.
Ma'am, is it like they will ask us the password, and if we give the correct password, we can log in? Otherwise, we can't.
Same thing. Yes, the same thing. So when you are asking for Gmail ID password and you are clicking on sign in button, sometimes you are getting inside your mail inbox. Sometimes it will give you wrong ID or password. How this is happening? It is checking a condition. It is checking whether your entered password is same as the stored password that you have created already. So that kind of statements are called as conditional statements. Hope it is clear to you. If it is clear, Aditya Raj, tell me what is conditional statement.
Ma'am, if some condition is satisfied, then one type of instruction will be executed.
Very good.
Otherwise, another instruction will be executed.
So that kind of statement. So for example, check whether the number is even or odd. Check whether user ID and password is correct or not. Or you can check a number is prime or not. Check whether an year is leap year or not. That kind of options are available in Python. That we will see. The last set of statements are called as looping statements. L-O-O-P-I-N-G. Looping, or called as iterative statements. Called as, the first one is sequence. Second one is conditional. Third one is looping or traces. Looping or, sorry, it's I. Okay, looping or, correct. Looping or iterative statement. Looping or iterative statement. Now the question to what is the loop? Loop. What is the loop? Hello. Asking you, Lydia.
Same thing, continuous.
Continuously working. That means where you reach, we are going to the same place again and again. That means set of statements are repeated again and again. The set of statements are repeated again and again based on a condition. It's called looping statement. For example, if you know already, your touch panel, your washing machine, your microwave on, or what kind of software it is? Sorry, what kind of thing it is? It is called as, you have studied in the first chapter. What is it? Integrated into a chip. Program is integrated into a chip and it is called as?
Is it firmware that
Firmware.
I think?
Okay, very good. It's called as firmware. So, for example, in the washing machine, fully automatic washing machine, you are pressing 60 minutes. Select 60 minutes, then click on start. Press on start button. So what is happening? Actually, it is a program. I told you it is a program integrated into a chip. So what is happening? when you tap on start button?
Program is executed.
Program is executed how many times? Link. So we have set 6.
For 50 minutes.
So it is counting down. So it is starting from 60 minutes, 59. Then and based on that, many other things are happening. And 58, 57, like that, it is counting down. And finally, when it reaches 0, automatically the machine stops. So here, the same thing is repeated again and again till a condition is false. That means whenever the condition is true, the set of statements will be executed. When the condition becomes false, then the statement or the flow of execution stops. The same way, you can have programs. That is an example of a looping program it is. In the same way, when you do for microwave oven, the same thing. You are tapping on something, the touch screen. Tapping 1 minute, so it is counting down. You can see on the screen 59, 58, isn't it? That hour. So when it reaches 0, it stops. So that is an example of same thing is happening again and again. Some same statements are executed. What kind of statement? Keep it. So that statement is executing again and again. So when the condition becomes false, the condition is still 0. Automatically the program like still 0. So when 0 reaches, it stops. Then we will open the thing and we'll save it. Okay. So the same thing you can do using Python program also. So that kind of statement which is repeated again and again, which is executed, not repeating again and again, which is executed again and again based on a condition. Those statements are called as looping statements or iterative statements. Any doubt in this looping, iterative thing? Any doubts, anyone? Any doubt? Shivani? If you don't have any doubts, I'll ask you question. And tell me what is conditional statement.
If the condition is satisfied, one type of instruction will be executed. If it is not, another type of instruction will be executed.
Very good. Shivani, what is looping? Looping statement. Correct. What the thing that you are thinking in your mind, that is correct. Speak it out. Loop. Muhammad Ati.
Ma'am, the program executing again and again.
Not the program statement. Statements are executed again and again based on some condition. So there are 3 types of statements: sequence statements, conditional statements, and looping statements. So now let's see the different conditional statements. Okay. The first statement is, if statement. If statement. This if, if small letter. If statement. Now the question is 3. Number 3. Is it a positive number or negative number?
Positive.
How do you know? Who told you that it is a positive number? Huh?
No negative,
No
sir.
negative.
It is
Above 0.
above 0. So what is the condition then?
If the number is above 0,
If the
it
number is greater than 0,
will be
your
positive.
process the request, that is the question, that it is positive.
Positive.
-3.
Negative.
Again, condition is checked. So either the positive thing will work based on the condition or the negative. You can't say except 0. The other numbers will say either positive or negative. So if the same question you are writing in Python, it will look like this. I will write it on the board. The question is write a program to check whether a number is positive or negative. You can ask the number from the user. Okay. So NO is equal to, tell me how to write it. In Vihari, in
What is the question? I didn't hear you.
question is write a program to check whether the enter number is positive or negative.
So input enter the number.
Okay. Now the thing is this: if IF in small letters, then you have to open a bracket. And what you have to write here, Emmanuel?
If the number is below 0, it's negative. If it is above 0, positive.
Oh, number we store somewhere.
But I didn't get you.
The question is that we are asking the user to enter a number. So user entered a number and we are storing it in which variable? Achut. Correct.
NO.
NO. When you run the program, user will enter a number. So that number we are storing it in NO. Isn't it? We ask the user enter number. So user can enter any number. Can be a positive. Integer means can be positive or negative. If NO, what is the relational operator we have to use here? That is why you study relational operator. If NO greater than, Shivani, greater than? Greater than?
0.
0. Then, so open a round bracket, close the round bracket, then it has a speciality, that is a full column. You have to write a full column. Okay. Now comes the difference in indentation. So next statement we are going to write is, or if the condition is true, mark should be displayed. That is the statement you are going to write. That means that is a part of if condition. So what you have to do is, here you should not write. This is wrong. So what you have to write? So next statement is a part of if. So leave 4 spaces and you write here print print positive. Positive number. Okay. Is n now greater than 0? So here,
Ma'am,
yes, that's just asking.
ma'am, we should write in the next line or we can continue.
No, no, next line. I have written next line. If n now greater than 0, then the next statement is a part of if. So you have to write, you have to again put 4 spaces, then you have to write string statement. If you write here, the problem is it will give you an error message and Python will think that this is a part of your main program. But it is not a part of your main set of statements. It is a part of if condition. So we have to again leave space. Otherwise, isn't it? If number is greater than 0, print positive number. Otherwise, print, otherwise print
Negative.
negative number. So there is no otherwise in Python. Instead of that, you have another statement, that is else. Now see where I have written else, the same level of if. That is again very important. Full colon. The meaning of full colon is the statement is not complete, isn't it? If full colon means it's a question, the statement is not complete. So there are some more statements. Oh, there was a power failure. No, all are here. Not good. Okay, so the program is okay. So we have to write else, then we have to write
Ma'am,
yes.
ma'am, can
Yeah.
you please let me in from the waiting room? I'm using another device.
Sure. So I was wondering how you're able to write, say something. Okay. Print positive number L. You have to write. Print. What you have to write? Print. Negative number. So this is how the program is working. So first, suppose the user is entering, for example, 2. Suppose the user is entering 2. Then it will check if NO means 2. If the user is entering NO as 2 greater than 0 is the question. If the condition is true, then what will happen? If the condition is true, then the condition is true, this statement will get executed. If the condition is false, what happens? Which statement will get executed?
Else statement.
So at that time only one statement will get executed. That is the speciality of if condition. So you have different forms of if conditions that we'll see in the next class. Hope it is clear. If you have any doubts, you can text me or you can call me or you can ask in the next class. But you have to do homework. If you haven't joined the Google Classroom, join it. Join the Google Classroom and send me the homework. Okay? That's all. See you. Bye.